away from her home and workplace. No contact means no face-to-face contact, no calling, texting, emailing, using letters or notes, third parties for social media to get a hold of her. November,
Understood.
I'm releasing you from custody. Your court date at Tucson City Court is November 19th at 1:30.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're excused.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Jason, ready?
You're ready. You're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, and you have a felony hold, even though I'm releasing you on this misdemeanor with the order not to possess any alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs, and do not return to the location of the alleged incident. Since you're going to remain in custody on that felony matter, I'm going to appoint an attorney for you. Saul Horta, his phone number is on your paperwork. Non-transport review is November 13th, 2:00 p.m. at Tucson City Court. You're excused.
Thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Say your name louder.
Okay, thank you.
Mm.
You have existing cases at Tucson City Court. This is a new one. You were charged today with reckless burning and with possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to order that you not return to location of the alleged incident. Alcohol or illegal drugs. You already have some cases with a court date at Tucson City Court. The public defender is already appointed to you, so we're going to appoint them on this case as well. Enter not guilty plea. October 22nd at 9:30 is your non-transport review. You're excused.
To the right back up there, man. Okay, Andrew, see the sound down back to the corner. I'm gonna need you. On the top, down right here. That's. Okay. Most likely. Students, right? Going down this way? Fernandez?
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Oscar Hernandez?
Hernandez. Let's see what we've got here. You are charged with burglary in the 3rd degree, possession of dangerous drug, possession of narcotic drugs, and possession of the drug paraphernalia.
Yes.
The county attorney is asking me to hold you on a $10,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. But let's hear from the defense counsel.
He's lived in Tucson for 25 years and has ties to the community. Pretrial Services was able to verify that his friend is able to provide housing, transportation to court, and other third-party custody responsibilities. I'd ask that the court set the bond at $2,000.
All right, thank you. And we'll hear from the county attorney.
Your Honor, we're requesting the $10,000 bond based on the brazen nature of the act. These aren't necessarily survival items. Him and his comrades took over $1,000, and I believe in tobacco products. And looking at all his felony history, and I would also assume the misdemeanor history on public access as well, is at least the felonies are burglary related. He committed one of them, gets out, commits another one a month later, gets on probation, violates, continued on probation, then commits another felony theft, and finished his prison term, it looks like, about sometime last year. So it's just really based on the brazen nature of acts and his felony history.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna order no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons, do not have contact with the alleged victims, and stay away from all Circle K stores in Pima County. I'm gonna hold you on a $7,500 bond. Your next court date is October 22nd at 1:30. Pretrial services supervision, by the way, if that bond is posted, and the public defender is appointed. You're excused.
Thank you.
Welcome.
See that thing? Alexandra, come over here.
Hello, what's your name?
Alexandra Guadalupe Laureles. Hello.
Okay. All right, so you've got several matters. You've got an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. The charges listed are taking someone else's identity, fraudulent schemes and artifices, false reporting to law enforcement, narcotic drug violation, and drug paraphernalia violation. There is a $5,000 bond listed on this warrant. And after we get done with this, yeah, you've got a matter in Marana as well. So we're gonna go in contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location, and we're gonna hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, this warrant issued relatively recently on September 25th. She reports that she was not aware of the warrant and would have showed up to court if she was aware. She's lived in Tucson for 32 years and has ties to the community. Her mother can provide her with transportation to court. For all those reasons, I'd ask the court to set the bond at $1,000.
All right, let's hear from the prosecution.
Your Honor, we're requesting the $5,000 in lieu of no bond. This is based on, as you can see, her federal prior where she was on supervision revoked. She has the pending code fees matter, which she's been failing to appear for. And I'm very familiar with Ms. Laureles in having reviewed this case previously, in that she has a habit of, or in this case at least, using somebody else's information in the course of a investigation to attempt to be arrested for felony offenses under that identity. That's why essentially the case was refiled, and you'll see that there were the additional charges added to that. And in addition, you can see the I believe it's the Marana warrant, Judge, which is similar in nature to the current case of failure to provide or obstructing truthful name that she's already been failing to appear on for the past couple of years, I believe.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna set bond in the amount of 5,000. As I said, no contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location, no alcohol or drugs. Pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And your court date is October 18th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed. And the item in Marana, it's like you were charged with obstruction. Refusal to give true name. Okay. Let's see. Bond on your misdemeanor case is set in the amount of $250. Attorney Janet Altshuler is appointed to represent you and you're gonna be seen on video on Monday, October 14th at noon. You're excused.
No. I'm not getting out.
That depends on whether you post your bonds.
Let me see if I can. I'll-
This way. Good evening. What's your name?
Delta Ruben Lira, Jr.
Okay. You've got several cases, sir. The felony matter is computer tampering.
What that is.
Okay. So we're gonna order that you not have contact with the alleged victim, do not return to the location of the alleged incident. And the county attorney is asking for a $10,000 bond on this. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, he's lived in Tucson for 30 years and has ties to the community. He is currently homeless, but he still makes it a point to be involved in both of his children's lives. Additionally, his cousin recently died and he's been struggling with that. And he doesn't have any money to post any bond. I'd ask the court to set the bond at $2,000.
All right, we'll hear from the county attorney.
Your Honor, he's got a NVCA flag. He's maxed out on both scales. He's got violent prior felony convictions. He's got a long list of violent misdemeanor history. He's got misdemeanor history involving similar conduct from looking on public access at his priors. Even if the court doesn't believe 10,000 is appropriate, the state just believes some sort of bond's appropriate. We feel he's a high risk to fail to appear and reoffend.
All right, thank you. $5,000 bond for child services supervision if posted, and we're gonna add no alcohol or illegal drugs. October 22nd at 1:30 is your court date, and the public defender is appointed. And you've got another couple of matters. Fraudulent use of a credit card.
Usually like there's people like myself.
All right, this one.
Did you guys
It
contact
was
me?
at the U of A. And let's see. who it was. All right, $250 bond. There's a code on this. Do we know the co-defendant's court date? Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's gonna be video anyway. Okay, October 14th, 1 PM on this one. And attorney Anna Dennis is appointed to represent you. And there's a warrant on a DUI. This is also Pima County Justice Court. Ms. Dennis is appointed on that one as well. Same court date, on video Monday at 1 o'clock.
This Monday.
Yep.
And the last item is Tucson City Court. Okay, you were charged with assault, and this one is not guilty, don't have contact with the alleged victim. This is from August 14th. Okay. And you were charged in March with criminal trespass. You failed to appear in court on March 27th. So not guilty on these charges, no contact with alleged victim, stay away from the incident location. I am not gonna go through on the Tucson City Court matters. And I will appoint a lawyer for you. That's gonna be Saul Huerta. Non-transport review, November 19th, 9 o'clock. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And thank you all. You are all excused.
Good night.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good night.